This episode of For All Humans attempts to find answers to the causes of extremism. Researchers, peace workers and activists have always tried to identify how and why individuals develop extreme beliefs and behaviours. And with extremism reportedly rising, we are seeing renewed attempts at answering this old, yet more relevant than ever before question. The answers, if any, are far from simple. It's a challenge to determine the motives behind extremism, as highlighted in a recent article in the Washington Post, which said determining motivation is an imperfect science, especially when it comes to acts of extremism and terrorism. A judge in Paris says that 90% of those who become involved in terrorist activities do it out of personal reasons. They're looking for a fight or for adventure or for revenge because they actually don't fit in society, and only 10% out of religious beliefs. Religion is not the engine of this movement, and that's precisely its strength. However, one thing we do know for sure is that reports of global extremism are on the rise, and there are several factors that might have contributed to this growth. The following is a summary considering a variety of sources, including the Centre for Strategic and International Studies, the New York Times, and several other research articles. Firstly, extremists are increasingly using the internet and social media to propagate hate. For all the benefits of the online world, it's a double-edged sword. The internet provides an unparalleled opportunity to reach a broader audience, but that is why extremists use the internet and social media to communicate with others and to attract followers. For example, extremists have used Twitter, posted videos on YouTube, established Facebook pages, created Instagram accounts, and they communicate with this via social media to share their extremist agenda. There are also specific websites that feed this hate, and they are influential in spreading it. It's sad but true. The internet and social media have facilitated the spread and the growth of extremist behaviours and ideologies. Extremist online statements and pledges to acts of terrorism have become a model for future acts, inspiring more extremism. Secondly, we at For All Humans believe extremism has also been energised over the past decade by several phenomena. In particular, the increased movement of people across borders and the fear of accepting others. Unfortunately, Europe, for example, has seen a rise in xenophobic violence amid an influx of migrants and refugees. At For All Humans, we believe that people see an attack on their privileged position in the West by immigrants and by social and racial and religious minorities. People become more extreme in their views against others who come to share their countries. As highlighted by an article in Euroactiv.com, extremist groups utilise these opportunities to the fullest. They see migrants and refugees as a threat to their identities and a force capable of reifying and redefining their societies. Thirdly, For All Humans believes research has often highlighted ethnocentric views, defined as a culturally biased judgment, applying the frame of reference provided by one's culture to a different culture as a motivation for people's extreme behaviours and a justification to exclude others. Ethnocentric people have a strong definition of us versus them. Whoever does not belong to the us group, for example, follows a different religion, is perceived in homogenous ways and classified as belonging to them, painting an entire ethnic, religious or racial group by the same brush and ignoring cultural differences, complexities and contraindications. Unfortunately, this view can sometimes be encouraged by nationalistic and xenophobic statements made by influential people, leaders and politicians. Today, we cannot ignore the fact that we live in a multicultural society and that extremism is a threat and a risk that undermines the cohesion in culturally diverse societies. As the social, racial, ethnic and religious composition of any society grows, demands for recognition and understanding of diverse needs are more likely to occur. As nicely put in an online blog on ignorance and ethnocentrism, In a world full of knowledge, ignorance still exists. For all humans believe that it is key to know that other cultures and groups have so much to offer, and we have a choice here. We can choose to be open-minded, or we can choose to remain closed-minded towards the groups that are different than ours. Extremism is a fruit of this ignorance and an exaggerated tendency to believe the superiority of one's own group. It's clear from the above reasons and motivations that hate is propagated online and fed by the lack of acceptance and ignorance of each other. We at For All Humans don't claim that we have the answers to end extremism. Rather, our mission is to spread online love through a shared understanding of relevant issues that can benefit and widen the perspective of all humans. We hope you enjoyed this episode, so let us know what you think in the comments section. Meanwhile, share this with your friends and stay tuned for the next one.